July 13th, 2024, a day that shook the foundations of American political life. As former President Donald Trump stood before a crowd in Butler, Pennsylvania, a bullet sliced through the air, and history was nearly rewritten. But how did it happen? Why did the United States Secret Service, the agency tasked with protecting the president, fail at such a critical moment? This video dives deep into the U.S. Senate's official report on the Trump assassination attempt, revealing damning evidence of negligence, miscommunication, and bureaucratic complacency. The event took place during a seemingly ordinary campaign rally. A sea of red hats, placards, and chants filled the air until 20-year-old Thomas Crooks pulled the trigger. One bystander was killed. 2 others, and Donald Trump himself, were injured. The bullet grazed his ear. The attack ended when a government sniper responded with deadly force. Crooks was killed instantly, but questions began swirling almost immediately. How did Crooks position himself so close, undetected? After months of investigation, the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee released a detailed report. Its findings? Alarming. The Secret Service failed on multiple fronts, from overlooking credible threats to poor coordination with local law enforcement. Senator Rand Paul, the committee's Republican chairman, called it a complete breakdown of security at every level. The report concluded that these failures nearly cost President Trump his life. And perhaps most troubling, no one has been fired. According to the report, a cascade of preventable failures plagued the Secret Service's response. Agents failed to act on intelligence that suggested potential threats in the area. Communication systems were down. Protocols were unclear. And most shockingly, agents reportedly ignored direct warnings of a shooter on a rooftop. The situation wasn't just a lapse. It was a systemic failure that exposed deep flaws in the protective infrastructure. The Secret Service responded by disciplining 6 staff members. Punishments ranged from 10 to 42 days of unpaid suspension. None were dismissed. All 6 were moved to non-operational roles. Critics argue that these measures fall drastically short, considering the scale of the threat and the near-fatal outcome. Senator Paul insisted, "We must hold individuals accountable." Meanwhile, the agency has promised reforms, including better coordination and the creation of a new aerial surveillance unit. President Trump, reflecting on the attempt on his life, publicly stated, "Mistakes were made." In an emotional interview with his daughter-in-law, Laura Trump, on Fox News, he described the moment. "I got whacked. There's no question about that. Fortunately, I got down quickly. People were screaming." Trump also praised the sniper who neutralized Crooks, saying, "If he didn't do that, you would have had an even worse situation." The rally moment, now immortalized in a photo of Trump pumping his fist as he's rushed off stage, has become central to his campaign branding. What remains unanswered is the motive of the shooter. Thomas Crooks, just 20 years old, had no clear ideological ties or manifesto. Investigators remain puzzled. Was it political extremism, mental illness, or something more coordinated? The silence surrounding his intent leaves a haunting question. Could this happen again? The July 13th assassination attempt was a wake-up call, not just for the Secret Service, but for the entire nation. In a world where political tensions run high, where rallies can turn into war zones, the need for vigilance is greater than ever. While Trump survived the attempt on his life, the scars, political and institutional, run deep. The Senate has spoken. The failures were inexcusable. Now, the question remains, will America fix the cracks in its armor, or will history repeat itself? If you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you believe the Secret Service should be held more accountable? For more political deep dives and security exposés, stay tuned.